people that doubted my dad when he started this. They're like, I mean, he asked people to like go in partners with him and invest with them, and they laughed at him. They're like, this ain't going nowhere. So, I mean, everybody was like, no, this is a dumb idea, and came around.
Let the people know right now, what is it exactly that you guys do?
We build plastic chrome accessories for semis, pretty much anything and everything. About 900 some different parts or options out of plastic. We do about 90 different options on billet aluminum accessories. Pretty much that and custom parts, one off of everything, anything you want. Just on this first process, so these are like a front oil hub here. You know, this is after the first cut, so we'll do the finish outside. Before getting a nut cover or anything, this is how the plastic starts. It's just a virgin and little pellets, and that's how everything starts out.
So they come out all connected?
Yeah, they come out connected. So these are a real small nut cover that we make, and these are some of our larger ones. And the cover, when you look on the inside of it, you'll see a cheap one, it'll have copper all over on the inside. Ours are actually chrome plated all the way down as far as we can possibly go.
What's going on with the truckers? So today, we're out here at the truck show, and I'm seeing this no coast large cars. What's going on here, man? Why the no coast?
No coast is because we started it. Everybody was. It was just big rides if you were in the West Coast or East Coast. We don't have a coast, so it's no coast large cars. We're in the Midwest, and there's a lot of bad rides out here, so that's why we named this.
And I'm telling you guys, I'm here today. I see over like 130 plus badass trucks. You know. What's going on, brother? Hanging out? I'll talk to you soon, bro. No, so what's the main reason why you guys put together this show?
Mainly on this. I mean, for people to come out and have fun and, you know, get back together and, you know, kind of have a trucking family again.
Love it.
Where you get to relive your friends and hang out with them and just meet new people.
No, I love it. I love it. No, I appreciate you so much.
Do with my hands.
You're good. You're good. What's going on with the truckers? Welcome to the Asian My Show. If you guys didn't know, we were hanging out with JR. We said that we were going to go out here to Britt, Iowa, so we could go to his truck show, and everyone loved your cab over. So,
just that way, when you look at it, you don't have a white breaking that stripe up or anything. Just like the interior on it. So we ran stripes, everything where they run all the way through the bottom. Even the stripes that come up here, they run up through the bottom also there. We build all the custom aluminum parts, like these accessories here, custom step plates, door to floor, everything inside we build there also. It's lifetime nut covers. He won't look at you, nothing. As you're doing, he just looks right at you.
And then when they heard you had like 9 other old school trucks, and then you have this crazy shop that every chrome shop, they have all of your items. I mean, it's crazy, you know. And I'm letting you guys know right now, they do not like to be filmed, so we're gonna do our best to make them feel comfortable. I have no clue what this is. I thought it was a miniature cow. Oh, what is your Great Dane's name?
Baron.
Baron?
Oh.
You know, I'll be honest with you guys. Anyone that loves animals are usually good people. Where are we at, guys?
We're at our shop here at Lifetime Nut Covers, middle of nowhere. BFE as we call it.
So, I mean, let's pan around. Check this out, guys. I mean, Jared, you own the windmills too?
No, we don't own the windmills.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of people that don't even know what we do out here. Like in our little towns of like 200-300 people in Crystal Lake, I think it's like maybe 250. Woden, which is 3 miles that way, is probably 200. And there's a lot of people that still don't even know what we do out here.
Yeah, they just
we're
think
on a farm, and we got sheds, and I mean we have equipment like tractors and combines that will be farm and everything also. So when people drive by here, they just think we'll just have a bunch of shops.
Yeah,
we're working on equipment.
Yeah, no. So let the people know right now, what is it exactly that you guys do?
We build plastic chrome accessories for semis, pretty much anything and everything. About 900 some different parts or options out of plastic. We do about 90 different options on build aluminum accessories. Pretty much that and custom parts, one off of everything, anything you want.
Honestly, where did this start? You know,
My dad actually started this business 31 years ago. He was driving truck for Mercer Transportation. He'd come home because we'd farm, so he'd come home the one weekend and went to go haul grain for our family farm and got a flat steer tire on his truck and an old K100 and got a flat steer tire, and he had the old steel lug nuts on there, and they'd rusted to the lugs and they couldn't get them off. So he had a buddy that lived in Crystal Lake here, and he bought an old injection machine, and they never knew what to make. They just sat around drinking beer trying to figure out what to make out of the thing. And that night he come home and they had to torch every one of the lugs off just to get the wheel off.
Yeah.
Because the old steel nut covers are rusted on. So he's like, I have an idea. We're going to make a plastic nut cover and it'll never rust. I'll never have this problem ever again. So he was the first one to ever build a plastic nut cover, and he went to a shop up in Minneapolis and had the first tool built. So we were making one nut cover at a time, and started from there. We made blues, reds, pink, green. We even made glow in the dark ones. Like,
it's really the American dream.
Yep.
So when people look back and, you know, they see your business, you know, they see some of your trucks, and some people, they get that wildest idea. These are people that just money grew on trees. Far from that.
Oh yeah, far from that. Because when he had started, they had that one machine. They bought another one, so he started with two, and they were just old dinosaur machines. Just, I mean, very ancient. Just
Yeah.
A lot of, you just turn the valves here and turn little timers here. Well, now it's all computer generated, and I mean, you go in and punch buttons. Well, before it's like you had to turn valves and timers, and like when he finally actually got into trying to get into making chrome plated nut covers, so he didn't have the money to buy like dryers. So you have a dryer that sits on top of these injection machines, and it takes all the moisture and everything out of the plastic. He had an oven in the shop, and he would put plastic on a cookie sheet, stick it in an oven for so long, and then take it out, put it in the machine, start running it, stuff another batch in the oven, and start from there.
The Betty Crocker of the trucking world.
Oh yeah, and
That's
the Betty
neat.
Crocker deal was a bad thing because back then he didn't have like the money to buy boxes or anything like that to send them out. So funny story is, he actually used to go to the grocery store in Woden, and he would buy egg crates, like egg boxes, and always had eggs on the side of it. And he put the nut covers in them. Well, he'd shipped them out to Bosman's down in, I believe it was Des Moines. Ship parts out down there of nut covers. Well, they called him and they're like, well, where's our nut covers at? Well, we sent them out. Well, they started looking around. Well, they found them in the kitchen because they said eggs on it.
Oh
So
my God, that's hilarious. That's good. I like that. No, you know, it's one of those things where it's humble beginnings, you know. And while your dad was creating this legendary business, I mean, at the time, did you even understand what was going on?
Not really. I mean, you know, I knew we'd go uptown, and it started in Crystal Lake, 3 miles away. You know, we went into town and we'd hang out, we'd go fishing and stuff, and he'd be up there trying to make stuff. Well, then finally we moved it out to the farm here, and you got the gist of what he was doing, but you know, too young to kind of really get into it. I was always into trucks and cars and stuff like that when I was young, and when we used to work out here for him, it's like we'd come out, we'd trim parts and everything. Me and my sister did when we were kids, and he'd pay us a penny a part.
A penny a part. Hey, that's a good deal.
Yeah. So we always helped with the family business just forever, and we just, I don't really know how to explain it. It was just a family deal, so we did it. I mean,
I love it, man. I love it. It's so humble beginnings, people. So all y'all out there, man, just really know that you can really make something happen. It is America.
there's so many people that doubted my dad when he started this. They're like, I mean, he asked people to like go in partners with them and invest with them, and they laughed at him. They're like, this ain't going nowhere. So, I mean, everybody was like, no, this is a dumb idea, and came around.
Here we are.
And I bet you some of those people were tried to come back around one more time, huh?
Yeah, a lot of them still say it. They're like, you know, I kicked myself for saying no to that.
That's good. I love it. I love it. So we're here. Let's check this out, guys.
All right.
Where are we going?
We'll just go right into the next bit.
Okay, so you're gonna have to explain something to them because already this is cool as shit. I just gotta be real, guys. This is cool as shit. So, all right, where the hell do we? It's like the Willy Wonka, right?
So one thing of being a farm shop.
I tell you. So when we walk in, tell us the process. Maybe show us a finished product, and then show kind of how maybe it goes through.
So this up here is actually kind of like our newer side of it. It's all our build aluminum accessories. So these are all our CNC machines that we do all the aluminum cutting on. Just on this first process, so these are like a front oil hub for a semi for your steer axle. So it'll start as one solid chunk of billet 6061 aluminum. Well, then our first operation is we cut the whole inside out, cut the bolt pattern in it, and that's basically the first step to building it. And then after we do that, you would actually, this would be your finished product. So you flip it over and you cut everything else off of it and make this like a finished oil hub. And this is one that you'll put a glass window in this one, and another ring will go on top of it. These are just like our blanks, where it's just a smooth series. So you got a window, we got a smooth, we have one with bolts in it, we have a dished one.
Damn.
So we make all different styles of them. Kind of a little everything. I mean, these are like clutch pads, or this will be a clutch pedal for a Kenworth. This will be a throttle pedal for a newer Kenworth. They just all start out as solid chunks. There's a lot of companies out there that actually do castings. So they're like an aluminum casting, well, that's kind of junk material. So we start with a solid, good 6061 billet, and then that chrome plating stays on there. It'll never come off. It's, it's a real. You start with something quality, you finish with something quality.
No, I love that. We talked off camera. There's a lot of people that try to, imitate what they have done, and then people try to say, why are your prices more? And we talked about that off camera. And just like this, when you have something quality that's going to last a very long time, it's going to cost a little bit more money, guys. Yes. It is what it is.
Yeah, and that is kind of the weird thing is, I mean, it's not a trade secret to anybody, but like when our products go into stores, obviously chrome shops probably pay a little bit more for ours, and they pay a little bit less for an off-brand, like a Chinese-made product. And they mark them up way more, so they technically make more money off of a Chinese-made product than they do ours. I mean, it's business. Yeah. It is what it is, but you actually, our slogan is our product lasts years, not months.
I like that. Okay, now, no hate to anyone that carries your product, but if they were able to get it straight from you, they could probably save some money already.
Oh, yeah.
And so how can they just get it straight from you guys?
Well, they can't.
No!
Well, we manufacture it, so we build everything in-house here, so we sell it to dealers, so then dealers can distribute it everywhere else.
Gotcha.
It's fair trade for everybody, and our dealers are great to us. They help us get it out everywhere.
And who are your dealers? Who are your main dealers, so that we can let people know to go there? There's thousands of them?
Yeah, there's thousands of them. I mean, all over the U.S.
If you want any lifetime nut covers, just go and just look it up, and every chrome shop and dealership will have it.
Right, yep, pretty much. Big ones are like Four States, Big Rigs, Rainey's, just off the top of my head, some of these guys, Iowa 80 groups.
We're tinkering over there, huh?
Charles, turn the one switch off. Oh, goodness.
No, that's great. I'll edit and cut some of that. Don't worry. We're hanging out. Yeah, walk us through, man. Walk us through.
Well, I guess so these are like trophies for like our truck show. We built these for a truck show. Even when we put our truck show on, I don't want somebody to get a plastic trophy at our show. I want them to have something really cool and neat to the point where they take it home and they want to hang it on the shelf.
Wow. That's cool.
So we've had other people build our trophies in the past, and it was like something always happened, or it was last minute, or you couldn't get it. So I'm like, I'm going to trust myself. I'm not going to rely on anybody else. We'll build everything ourselves, even with it being trophies or whatever. We do everything in-house here. And
that's great, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. That's cool, man. It looks like you guys had some stuff that you were working on. I don't want you to turn on any machines, but what's the fastest thing to manufacture?
None of it's really fast. These do take a while. I mean, like I said, these are oil hubs that we do tons of them now. I mean, it got to be a big deal with them where we send them out all over the United States. It's kind of I guess when we made them to make, how do I want to say it? Make the trucks look more old school.
Yeah.
So instead of running like the full hubcaps on the front, you can paint your hubs and you can put a chrome-plated billet oil hub on there, and it just gives it that older look.
Oh yeah.
It's just kind of a clean, fancy look. So when these are done here, they'll actually go out to our chrome plater down in Dubuque, Iowa, and then they get chrome plated on top of that. So you don't ever have to polish them again. You know, you spray some Windex on it, wipe it off, you're done.
That's excellent, man. That's good stuff. Uh-oh, I see it. Wait up. We might get a treat here, people. What's going on?
Just open the valve.
I'm telling you, mother truckers, right now, you know, I usually don't endorse nobody about nothing, but when you get a guy like this willing to take time away from his own truck show, people are wondering where they're at.
Right, right now everybody's kind of like, where in the heck is he?
And you know, we're over here showing you. So what are we doing at the moment?
I'm just making sure the tools and everything are right. So what we would be doing on here is you got your first operation. So you go grab me one of those oil hubs.
Okay.
Good thing you came.
Well, you gotta have the beautiful white.
Right? So when we start with like this product here, you know, this is after the first cuts, and we'll do the finish outside coatings.
Tell us what's happening right now, Jared.
So technically on here, so if you can't see it on there, you can see it on here. So it's actually cutting, as it goes down, it cuts the top, cuts all the way around the outside, which removes all that material. And then it'll come back, cut the hole in here, it'll bevel this, it'll bevel the outside, it'll bevel the bottom corner on here. So basically this is exactly what that machine is doing right now.
That's awesome. What are we making right now?
Front steer axle oil hubs. So the smooth style is the ones that we're building right now.
So I could say that I helped assisted with this for the first time in my life.
Yep.
Emotional support.
Especially made for you by.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, this machine of yours, how many different products can you make with your machines?
Anything your head can imagine, basically. I mean, we build about 90 different parts out of aluminum right now. 80, 90, somewhere in there. And then it's all the one-off stuff. I don't even know, 100 and some easily. We actually did a valve cover for a guy. He called us up and said he had 6 other machine shops, said it could be done. It was a one-piece valve cover for a show semi, and it started out of like a 380-pound block of aluminum. It was one solid valve cover, and he's like, these guys said it can't be done, it's impossible. I'm like, well, I'm that dumb guy. Give it to me, I'll try it. So you start with a $900 chunk of aluminum and go from there. We machined everything, and it was like 70 plus hours of just machining, removing material off it to make this one-piece valve cover.
That is so cool.
It was...
What, Dad started drinking beer, hanging out, and you know what? I don't think you give yourself enough credit. You've helped build this up to something special.
Yeah, so the plastic side, everything, you know, is obviously all my dad of everything he's ever kind of known or done or, you know, taught. He was basically self-taught into what he was doing, and I went to college for CNC machining just because I knew it would help the business, and, you know, it had something to do with the business. And just kind of went in that way, and it's grown a lot bigger on the aluminum side than I ever thought it would have. Even my dad's like, he goes, I just can't believe we do this stuff now. Like, I would have never guessed.
Do you still pinch yourself? Like, you can't believe it? Like,
I do. I didn't think I would have never guessed. I thought I would have been running plastic nut covers the rest of my life. I would have never thought we were build aluminum accessories. You know, I've always had a passion to make car school or truck school or, you know, do something like that. And it's cool where you can build it yourself, not have to buy it.
that's awesome.
So then when I started building stuff for myself, it's like, well, why not sell this stuff to other people? You know, they want their own stuff too. And the nice thing with aluminum to me is you can personalize anything. We can engrave anything in there. We can put your company name, your family name, your nickname, whatever you want. You know, you can put it on your truck, on your Pete emblem or fuel caps or anything. When somebody builds a brand new truck, they usually name it something, or, you know, what year it was, whatever, you know. And we just do tons of one-off things where it's like, hey, I got this truck and I'm calling it the Bluebird, and so we'll do step pads or oil hubs or nut covers. We engrave nut covers with certain letters or anything that goes with the truck. I mean, we do anything and everything that personalizes it, so you don't have to walk into a chrome shop and say, hey, I want this part that probably 200 other guys have the same exact part. You know, everybody wants to have their own thing, their own style. They want to one-up the other guy all the time. So how to one-up somebody is personalize it.
I'll tell you, did you ever think that you guys would be pretty much one of the most custom truck shops in the world?
No, I didn't. No, it's surprising. We get a lot of people call us and they're like, you know, after they see our product, they're like, we got to have you guys build this for our stuff. We got to have your stuff. Yeah. And that's an awesome feeling. I mean, going to, like, to me, I love going to all these truck shows, but going to Louisville is like my Christmas. You get to see the coolest trucks in the whole United States, and when you walk through them, 3/4 of them have our product on it. That's the neatest thing.
My man, I'm telling you. And, you know, we're not giving you enough, you know, prompts over here. How much has this beautiful woman impacted your life to keep you from going crazy? Because I have no hair, and you still got yours.
I'm still scratching.
So do you think at this time you could keep this business going without your wife? You know?
Oh yeah, every day. No, just she supports me in everything we do. It's, you know, I might make some really stupid decisions on some things, but she's always there. She always has my back, and appreciate that.
No, that's great. You know, at the end of the day, for anyone that wants to start something, has a dream to build something, what's the last advice that you could give someone that has something that no one else believes in?
Don't ever take no for an answer.
Ooh, I love that. That tickled me to the core right there.
Everybody says it can't be done, do it. You know, prove me wrong. Well, all these tools here, these are all our tools we build our plastic accessories off of. Each one has like a different base, everything. I mean, we have tools here, we have tools up over there. You have to start with, like, this is your core side here on the base, and this is your cavity side. So the cavity side is actually a mirror finish in there, so if there is one scratch or anything in there, you'll see it on the part. So everything has to be a mirror #1 polish. Everything just flows through, goes through the gates, fills these gaps between this and the cavity, and that's how you create a nut cover or anything out of plastic, I guess.
So, okay, so why are you so comfortable in giving up all of your guys' secrets when everyone else I talk to, they won't even tell me how to polish something?
Because we make a quality product, and I'm not afraid to show anybody, because nobody makes as quality of a product as we do. So
boom, right there. I love that.
They can try, but I've never seen somebody succeed on it yet. So
there it is. I love it.
So that's that. I guess these are some of our injection machines. This is one of our biggest ones.
What does it do?
This is what forms like any of our plastic parts. Our larger things, I mean, we have tools that are like 3.5 feet tall that we run in there. We run multiple different, you can check that out. So we run multiple different things in there. So it just depends on what we're running at the time and what we need. We run black parts, we run chrome plated parts, or not obviously chrome plated, but they're gray and then they get chrome plated afterwards. So it does a little everything.
That's awesome.
We have 5 plastic injection machines. This is like, before you get a nut cover or anything, this is how the plastic starts. It's just a virgin in little pellets, and that's how everything starts out.
Really? That's cool, man.
So the weird thing is, like, not a lot of people really know. There's a lot of people call us and they're like, hey, you know, I got this part on my dash. Like, can you chrome plate it? Well, so you have to have a special plastic to actually put chrome on plastic. So this plastic actually has rubber in it. So when they chrome plate it, they dip it in a tank after it's formed, and it actually has little rubber in there. So it burns the rubber out and it makes little micro pits. So then the copper will go on there and actually hold into the micro pits, and then the chrome adheres to the copper. So if you have a cheap grade of plastic, you have less rubber in it. So that's when you get cheaper made nut covers or other products where the chrome falls off. It's because you don't have good quality plastic. So then it comes out of here, goes up into here, it dries everything for 2 hours, comes down into here. This is your barrel that has bands all the way through it. Heats everything up to about 500 degrees, puts it in a melt where it's like a toothpaste. And then it presses it into the mold, and voila, you got a nut cover.
That's awesome.
Nut covers. So they come out all connected.
So they come out all connected.
Yep,
like
they'll come out connected. So these are a real small nut cover that we make, and these are some of our larger ones, and they'll come out just like this. They'll come out on a runner, and then every single one of them has to be trimmed off by hand and put into boxes, whether they're stacked or just thrown into boxes, and then they go off to get chrome plated.
I feel like I'm just in the candy shop right now, guys. I'm so happy for you guys. I love it when just good things happen to good people. Most of the time, I feel like it's always the people cutting corners, the people that are kicking people in the back, stabbing people in the back. But it sounds like for once, you know, some good people got some out of it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's great. No, thank you.
So then after like that process, so what we actually haul everything to our chrome plater. So we transport it ourselves. So we haul up our unplated product just like that. And we haul it up to get it chrome plated. So everything in here is all chrome plated. Like these are the nut covers you were just looking at. So they come back and they're stacked just like this. And that's your chrome plated nut cover then.
Look at that, guys.
So the difference on ours is we triple chrome plate everything. So when you look in the inside, when you go to a chrome shop and you look for a nut cover, you look on the inside of it, you'll see a cheap one. It'll have copper all over on the inside. Ours are actually chrome plated all the way down as far as you can possibly go. So that's the one thing, if you ever look for a nut cover and you go grab one out of the box, they all look the same, but as soon as you look inside and you see a bunch of copper, you know it's not going to be a good one.
Damn Chinese products. I'm telling you, man. You know, it's the same thing with tires.
Yep.
You know, you get Chinese tires, they're going to be cheap.
Right.
You're going to get down the road for the day,
Nope.
and then you're going to have to buy more.
You get what you pay for.
Hey, all day, all day.
Like I said, everything in here is all chrome plated just like that. This whole shop is all chrome plated product ready to go out. That's our one biggest thing, is that we like to have everything in stock at all times. I don't want somebody to call us and we got to be, 10 weeks and we'll get it to you. You know, it usually goes out the door that day or the next day.
It's amazing here.
It is amazing. And then down here, same thing. This is all product that's ready to go out the door. So all this stuff here is just waiting for somebody to call and put it on their truck, I guess. We do everything here also, like we package everything. So we were one of the first ones to ever start building like dash kits or frame kits, where when you go into a chrome shop, you don't have to have a chrome shop carrying every single one of these boxes to have each individual piece.
Right.
We make it as one solid kit, and then we package everything here. So we package it here, send it to your store, you hang it on the shelf, it's done.
You're the first ones to do it.
Yep.
I love it, man.
It's just easy and simple for people, and simple for the chrome shops. And
You know, when we're looking at stacks, don't tell me you guys doing those too?
no, we this is Dynaflex's display. We've done work with them guys, like when we build show trucks. They always put Dynaflex stacks on our show trucks.
Yeah, shout out to Corey. You know, good people. I'm from Cali, so you know, I know everybody out there.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's great, man.
And this is like the inventory. So I mean, this is all our boxes, the dividers, everything to pack up product. This is all chrome plated parts over here, all the plastic. We have our Louisville displays in here. Everything out in the middle of the cornfield. What better can you ask for, being in the middle of nowhere and having something like this?
Being shipped everywhere around the world.
Right. That is something that really amazes me. That, you know, we make it here and do it all here, but when stuff goes overseas and it's all over the United States and it comes out of here, to me it's like middle of nowhere, and it still goes everywhere. It's unreal.
I'll tell you. That's cool, man. No, I appreciate you. You know, I thank you so much. It's just one of those things where, and I'm gonna be honest, I was at the truck show, You know, he was busy, but every time he looked, I was just like kind of behind a truck, just like, can I see your shop? No, we appreciate it. And I think it's a great thing too, because you already know truck drivers. We will drive 300 miles out of the way to support a cause that we care about.
Oh, yes. Oh.
So, if you guys get opportunities, I'll put links, websites, everything down below. I'll be the first to tell you, this is not sponsored, it's not nothing. These are just great people, and I just love to show, can you imagine you guys are a piece of trucking history? Did you know that?
Yeah. It's hard to think about, but yeah.
You know what I mean? I have no clue how you guys are so humble, but we sure do appreciate it. No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. I think we got to get you guys back to your truck show. Though.
Probably should.
Yeah.
If we can hide a little bit longer, it'd be better.
Yeah, right?